Rodrygo has ended up staying. Somehow, some way, Rodrygo has ended up staying at Real Madrid this summer. Now, I am a bit late with this because the transfer window has been closed for a couple of days now, and we've learned, well, kind of learned, that Rodrygo would be staying through reports more than anything else, even before the transfer window closed. But he has. He's staying, and I am very, very happy. I've said it from the beginning. I did not want him to leave. I'll continue to say it now. I am very, very happy he's staying. It's all I wanted. I just really, really, really wanted Rodrygo to stay for one more year. And then after this year, if he's still not good enough, or if there's still issues, or if someone still wants him gone, or if he himself decides he wants to go, that's fine. I just wanted one more season. So I'm very, very happy about that. Now, can we talk about the reports and some of these journalists and some of the things that have been coming out? Because when the initial talks of Rodrygo leaving started, I was very, very... Well, I was upset because I didn't want him to leave, but I was a bit like, Rodrygo loves Real Madrid so much. Like, the stories about this guy and Real Madrid are all over. Like, everyone's probably heard them or knows about them, but I'll go through them just in case you haven't. The pictures of when he was a kid and he was wearing Real Madrid's t-shirt, or the fact that when he was, 17 or 18, and Liverpool came in for him and wanted to sign him, but he said no to them, and he said no to every other offer because he was waiting for Real Madrid. Real Madrid weren't even on the table. Real Madrid weren't even involved, but his love for the club was so much, he wanted to go there so much, he was willing to reject Liverpool, or at the very least, make them wait until he was ready, or until he was certain the club he wanted wouldn't be there for him. This guy's love for Real Madrid is very, very evident. I mean, it's not just him. A lot of players at Real Madrid love Real Madrid. The other example I'll use is Vinny and Rodrygo. Like, the thing they have in common that I love, I absolutely love and I adore, and I'm sure I'm not the only Madridista that feels like this, but whenever they score a goal, they're straight about the badge. They are straight away about the badge. It don't matter who the opponent is. It don't matter the circumstance. It don't matter where they are. It don't matter what's going on. As soon as either of those two players score, the first thing they do, or at some point in their celebration, they are kissing and pointing at the badge. And I absolutely love it. It's definitely helped build my affection towards them even more so, because it's just something you want to see, right? Like, well, you're a fan, you love your club. It's just kind of cool when you see the players playing for your club also have that affection for your club. But going back to the journalist, so initially the reports started, and you had Arsenal coming in for him, and I saw certain people saying Arsenal's going, or he's going to Arsenal. I saw it all over Twitter. I saw it with some journalists, but I was a bit reluctant. I didn't believe he would go to Arsenal just because Arsenal don't win trophies. And Rodrygo's a baller, and he believes he's a baller. Why would you leave Real Madrid and go to a club that doesn't win trophies? They could end up winning trophies. Don't get me wrong, they're there and thereabouts, and they beat us last year, so they can win trophies eventually, but they're not there yet. And they haven't won trophies yet. So why would you go to a club for that instead of a club like Man City, who only last year were in talks with you and wanted you, but you turned them down because back then neither you or the club wanted you to leave? Do you get me? So I was just a bit like, it makes no sense for him to go to Arsenal. If this was Man City, in the exact same situation, it was Man City, then I would have been very, very concerned. And then after the reports and everything else happened, Arsenal very, very, very quickly ended up signing Madueke. Well, as soon as that happened, I said, and I said this with my friends, I was with my friend group, I said to my friends, because we were talking a ball, I said, the fact that Arsenal have done this, after they were so heavily linked with Rodrygo, and they were the only real club linked with him, it's because Rodrygo said no. There is no way Arsenal are so heavily linked with a player, and they want that player, and they're ready to go aggressive for the player, because they got Madueke in so quickly. It just shows they were ready to pounce and get their business done soon. But Rodrygo said no. There's no way Rodrygo didn't say no, or from the very beginning say to them, I'm not interested, which led to them turning their attention elsewhere and then buying Madueke for 50 million. The next one was Liverpool. Liverpool, I was always iffy, because Liverpool have been very, very clear about their interests in Isaac and their desire to bring a 9 and a forward. Even after they got Ekitike, I was like, they could now. Now I was a bit more concerned. I was like, now they could. But even then, they just showed no signs of turning their head or changing direction or going somewhere else. They were focused fully on Alexander Isak, and they wanted him. So I was like, okay, maybe they're out of the race as well. And then came Man City. And this is the one that scared me the most. Because Man City, not only were they in talks to sell Savinho for 70 million, can we also just talk about the fact that for some reason Savinho is worth 70 million, or Tottenham are willing to pay 70 million for Savinho? Not only that, but Fabrizio Romano was all over this saying they love Rodrygo, and if Savinho goes, they're going for Rodrygo, and Rodrygo is the only player they're interested in, and they've always liked Rodrygo, and Pep has always liked Rodrygo, to be fair. Man City and Pep Guardiola specifically have loved Rodrygo for a very, very long time. So that got me very, very concerned. But then, out of nowhere, we heard stories, and I heard mixed stories. I heard both the club and hierarchy, but I also heard Pep specifically turn down the deal and vetoed it and said, don't do it. I'm leaning more towards it was Pep, because why would the club say we want to do it and then just pull out? I think it was Pep that said, sell him, we'll get Rodrygo. And then once again, they had little talks with Rodrygo, the kind they do in private, the kind that isn't official, the kind that's done between team members of both camps. People that Rodrygo trusts and his inner circle with Man City's trustworthy inner circle. So nothing official, but just something that would give them idea of, if we put in a bid or if we sell this player, are you going to be coming? And I think in those conversations, Rodrygo told them the same thing he told Arsenal. I am not leaving. I don't want to leave. And I'm very, very happy at Real Madrid. I want to fight for my place. And I think I can still contribute here. And I want to stay here because I love this club. So thank you, but no thank you. And I think that is what made Pep Guardiola 180 that deal. Because it was advanced. Like Fabrizio Romano isn't going to report on something if it's not advanced. It was advanced. And he pulled out in the last minute after the deal was agreed. And I think the fee was agreed as well. Not the deal, but the fee was agreed or things were moving forward and they pulled out. These kind of pullouts don't happen for no reason. Like, look at the Jackson deal with Bayern Munich. Chelsea pulled out of that deal in the last minute, even though Jackson was in Munich at the time, ready to finish everything and do his medical and sign the documents because Delap got injured. So when things happen, clubs respond quickly and they don't care about what the other club's feeling or how they're moving. They're just looking out for their best interests. And Man City did exactly that. If Rodrygo's not coming, why are we selling our winger? We're already short-handed. We've already sold or lost so many big players. We're not selling Savinho to pick up someone else that doesn't want to come or might be worse. We're better off just keeping him. It's not like Man City need the money. Do you get me? So I think once again he said no. And then once that turned out to be happening and they said no to that, that's when I started to fully believe, okay, Rodrygo might be staying. He might be staying. And like I said, I am so happy he has. I'm so happy he has. Look, I can't for fact or guarantee that he's going to be phenomenal this year or he's going to be a lot better than he's ever been or any of that. I can't guarantee any of that. But the only thing I know for certain and the only thing I am sure of is last year the team was playing horrendously. Real Madrid did not win a single big game last year. Not a single one. We got hammered 3-0 at home to AC Milan. I think it was 3-0 or 3-1. We got beat by Liverpool at Anfield 2-0 in a very one-sided game. We got trounced by Barcelona every single time we came across them. There was not a single big team we played last year, except for I think Atletico Madrid, that we beat. Every single team we lost. Every single one. No player played good. No, the team didn't play good. Nothing was really going well. There was a Kylian Mbappe type situation where he was doing things and Jude was also kind of doing things here or there. But overall, no one was playing good. I didn't want to lose a player like Rodrygo, who's given Real Madrid so much, who's saved our necks so many times, and who is so very, very clearly a phenomenal footballer because of one season and one poor showing. That wasn't only his fault. It was a collective issue, not a individual issue. So for that reason and that reason alone, if nothing else, I am very, very happy he's here. And if this year it turns out he does the exact same or he's not good enough, then that's fine. Then we can get rid of him in a year. We might not get 100 million. We might get 100 million. I'm not fussed. I'll get rid of him in a year, get someone else in. That's fine. But getting rid of him this year after just one bad season, I wouldn't have liked that and it would have definitely made me very upset. So I am very, very happy that he has ended up staying. But I'm going to call the video there. Thanks for watching and peace.